Have you ever wondered why you get 3 or 4 different prices when you go to 3 or 4 different agents for quotes with the same carrier? So you might get 3 or 4 quotes, and one premium might be 15,000, one might be 20,000, one might be 40,000, and you're like, "What's going on here? It's the same company. Why am I getting so many different rates?" Well, there's a few reasons why that can happen. One of the most obvious reasons is the coverages and the deductibles that were chosen. So I could quote you at $1 million for auto liability, and somebody else could quote you at $750,000, and there could be a big difference there in premium, as well as the physical damage coverages. I might charge you $1,000 deductible, or I'm not charging you, but I might put down $1,000 deductible, and the other carrier might put $2,500 deductible, and that's also going to be a big difference in your premium. That's one reason why your rates might be different. Another reason, it could just be the business class that was chosen. Let's say, for example, you're a logger, and I quote you as a logger. Logging is a higher risk type of trucking business, and you might be getting a big premium because of that. And then you go down the road to the agency next door, and they give you a quote, and it's it's half as much as the one that I gave you, but they quoted you as general freight. So there's another reason why your insurance could be different, just in the business class chosen. Another big one is the vehicles and driver information. So if I give you a quote and you have 3 trucks and you have 3 drivers, and that's how I quote you, but the agency down the road quotes you with 2 trucks and 2 drivers, that's going to be a big difference in the premium. So you want to make sure that the agent, you review the quote, make sure that it's right, make sure it's the coverages that you need, the deductibles that you want, the vehicles, the drivers. You just want to make sure everything is right before you go ahead and go for the lowest possible quote, because I'm telling you, it might not be in your best interest to just do that. Make sure you review the quotes. And another big one is running MVR and claims history. That costs agents money to do, so they tend to not do that until you're ready to bind coverage. So if you're getting a quote, but you could be getting a quote and it could be $10,000, and then you're like, okay, sign me up, and you're ready to go. Then all of a sudden they run the MVR and your claims history, and it comes back that you've had a couple hits. So now it's $15,000, and you're like, wow, that's a $5,000 difference. But then there's some agents that run that MVR and claims history up front. So it's a question that you want to ask the agent, like, have you already run my MVR? If you're clean and you don't have any accidents and you don't have any moving violations, then you're fine. It's not going to change after they run it. But if you have something on there in the last 3 years or 5 years, depends on the carrier, depends on the state, that could make a huge impact on your premium.